So of course the EVO, Pimax Crystal Light VR, and we're on the AMD 7900 XTX video card and AMD 9800 X3D CPU. You can see up top right here. This is our frame rate. We're using the Oni Speed crop mod. This is cropping my VR view, so I just kind of see like a helmet view. GPU doesn't have to render everything around it. It's been cropped out, so should be getting some really nice frame rate today, considering how many cars are on screen and the resolution, etc. Just setting up the stream. Just a minute. Been seeing a lot of thumbs up and likes on the videos. Appreciate that. I really do think that helps, because for a time there I was getting very little traction. I'm seeing some views on some of the VODs even after the live stream's over. So, I used to delete them after a live stream. People used to say, "Oh, that hurts your YouTube algorithm." And maybe it does for the regular videos, but having some views from the live streams every day, I think, and gets people involved. They kind of see what we're doing and want to join the race with us, etc. So hopefully more of that. Looks like somebody followed a couple hours ago. I wasn't here for that. Quite NRW. So I appreciate that. And I hope I do some racing with you guys. So, this is the multiplayer early access version, I guess you can call it. Alright, so I'll look at my tune up. This is just a practice session right now to kind of get the stream going. This is the current tune I'm running on the Lamborghini Diablo. I've run out of fuel a few times at 30, so I'm going to go into 33. It's pretty firm on the front. Softened up some. Basically trying to get this car to rotate. Give this a shot. Very little wing. It's got good top end on the back on the straights. Alright, let's get to the next song. This one's pretty busy. Everybody hear my tires running. Here we go. Yeah, 80 frames here, multiplayer with cars in front, cars behind in the mirrors. It's pretty good actually. I've been tuning on the VR settings to try to get that frame rate close to 90 as possible. 90 is the hertz that this refreshes. Hey, what's up, G? How you doing today, G? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Frame rate's really good for VR. This is amazing. Just when there's plenty of people struggling with the wrong VR settings and half the frame rate, it's very easy to screw it up and overwork your GPU because the headset's just the wrong resolution, wrong crispness. But if you find the right setting, your GPU usage won't be through the roof, and you'll get some frame rate out of it. I'm good, G. G, you gonna do some racing with us today? I think this car needs to be PCM 3 minimum. Now I think about it. There we go. hard to find things you drop when you can't see. Feel around. So typically the paddock area, the pit area if you will, that's where you're going to get your worst frames because you have a lot of other cars around to render. All the structures and buildings. A fair amount of jaggies. I think we'll sacrifice just a few frames to sharpen it up just a little bit. I've noticed that some tracks have a lot more painted white stripes and stuff, and it causes a lot more flickering than another track that doesn't have them. Wow, this is so freaking good. When you start getting around 80 frames up, man. Even 70s, you can see a little bit of a jitter when you take a sharp left or right. And that jitter kind of makes your eyes try to refocus, because it's not clear. Oh, wreck me and not even stop, huh? Cool. Gamesmanship there. Typically if I wreck somebody, I stop, let them regain the position that I took from them. And it's kind of like a nod to them to let them know, like, hey, I fucked up. Because we can't text in the game, we can't voice chat in the game. And I don't want people coming to the stream just to yell at me. So I found that you'll just kind of do a little curtsy, if you will, just a little take a knee beside them while they're turning back around. Usually they recognize, like, he knew he screwed up. And then I don't get berated on stream for what was actually an accident. Trying to not retaliate and things like that. I think it's just for the best. Trying to stay positive vibes for the stream at all times. No crash control variant, maybe? Traction control. Some of those Porsches, they'll even say TC, like traction control, TC and ABS, anti-lock brake system, variant on the name of it. And then you go into the server and you're like, well, I got ABS options, but there's no traction control option. And the car just loops out so easily. It's just, don't even recommend driving it unless you're just amazing with throttle response and hello, welcome to the stream. Imagine some people are trickling in as we get her fired up and figured. Testing some new Pimax crystal light settings to I've got the refresh rate of the panel, the monitor if you will, is the panels in here. There's two panels. I got the refresh rate of them set to 90 hertz. So 90 times a second they're refreshing. So been adjusting the video in game settings and the Pimax crystal light settings. Trying to get all of that in sync so that the video card's not trying to pump more pixels than I really truly need. is you can set that Pimax to 100% resolution and not crop the view and get 30 frames per second instead of 80. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't know how to configure their computer or VR and are probably absolutely disgusted with how low the frame rate is in this game. Bro, what lane are you in? He goes left, then he goes right. Like, fucking pick a lane and go on it and stay there. The damn straightaway, practically. Why would you be going left and right? Some of it could be ping. The guy in front of me's got 192 ping, so mine probably not all that great here either. Eventually we'll have our own server as soon as they give us the opportunity to rent one. We're in 5th place as far as lap time. This is just a hot lap battle. It's not a sanctioned race. Ferrari's got the nose top in. Hard to know what R is going to do. A little bit erratic. Not too bad though. Could be on a keyboard, could be latency, could be horrible frame rate. You just never know what they're dealing with. So, you know, we're not going to bark it up too much. Besides, positive vibes stream, right? Can't make friends barking at everybody. Sorry, dude. I started braking a little too late. That put me actually in front of him. Watch that Ferrari catch me. The Ferraris are faster on the top end, and if he lines up behind me right, he should draft on me as well. It looks like I got a pretty good run out of the corner. Not been able to catch me yet. Let's see, we're at 278. This guy can lead for a while. Give us something to look at. Very hard to regain traction once the spin starts in this game. Ah! Got one hot tire, so the grip's all screwed up. Run with this Porsche for a minute. We must have a lot of downforce. We stopped this pull pretty easy. Faulkner. Pipe and brink. You got a nice ping, 32. Exit speed is everything. Put this in third. Check the messages real quick. Yeah, it's a fun race. Just, you know, track day is great. You don't have to be in a race to have fun. Some of my best memories are getting on the Porsche Club of America. Would rent the track in Memphis, and then I'd bring my EVO out there and enter in with, you know, chip in on the track rental. Spend the day out there. It's awesome. Dude, my paddle shifters can never work, so I'm getting a new wheel for my birthday. Well, that's good. Gee, this is the, I think they call, hopefully you're still there. That's what it looks like. You can see the brand there, Fanatic. So the base unit is the CSLDD, and it is the 8 Newton meter motor instead of the 5 Newton meter, so it's a little stronger version. But I do turn it down to like 30 or 40%, so the motor should last forever like that, instead of taking one that's a weak motor and turn it all the way up for its life, and it may not last as long, I think. But anyway, so this is called the CSL steering wheel P1 V2, so like P1, like Pole 1 version 2. So yeah, that's it there. Which, if you're in VR, especially, the shape of the wheel doesn't really matter much. The buttons matter, but you know what I mean? So this one doesn't have a big fancy display and stuff. Moody. It's a 1080. So I mean, you can go way beyond lock to lock on a normal car. But if you're into drifting or something, and you've got like some wild camber setup, or fancy control arms and stuff, so it pivots different, you might need that 1080. But for me, I probably don't even use a third of it, honestly. I'm just watching my flat panel monitor in front of me, which has the left eye here and a right eye there, so very strange. I need to go to the pit, fix this windshield so you guys can see better. And me too. Let's go to pit lane, and that should repair things. So if we go back to pit lane real quick, and then you can go to timetables and see. So we've done our first sector. We're slow, huh? 47. There's even 6 places done at 47. So the first sector would be this straightaway and the first couple corners, I would imagine. Then sector 2, we're pretty good, but this guy's about a second faster in every sector. Benicio Ufreduzzi. I don't know any Ufreduzzis. So yeah, he picks up a lot of time. A second there. Second there, and he's picking up a second over the second place guy. He's picking up 3? Bro, how are you going 3 seconds faster in one sector? That's crazy. What kind of shenanigans we got going on here? It's a straightaway. How do you go any faster? Yeah, weird. Oh, the car. This is the Lamborghini Huracan. It's the race version, not the street one. Soften up that front end and see if maybe that'll help the front tires dig in without being shocked and just blow through the corners. It's doing pretty good anyway, but sometimes you gotta try some things to see if you can get an edge on the next guy. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll do another video tutorial on these latest settings. They're working pretty good, getting good frame rate in VR. My years I streamed for? What year did I start? I probably started in like 2014, so maybe 10 years ago. Somewhere around there, maybe. Maybe later, 17 or 18, but I can't remember. And I had hundreds of followers, and I had a real good start. I had some momentum, was getting things going, and then I abruptly quit my job, and it's time for a raise. 3 years in a row, no raise. I was like, y'all don't care about me, I'm out. So I left, and then Later got home and then reset my password. I was trying to log in and I couldn't log in. I was like, crap, it had saved the wrong password on my home PC, so I reset the password, and then it was like, alright, check your email to confirm identity, blah blah blah. Well, it was tied to my work email, which they deleted the accounts when I quit, so got locked out of the account. I even contacted Twitch and was so desperate. I'm like, really? I gotta lose hundreds of followers and start all over? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, well, here's my ID. You can see my name, and here's my social security card. Like, what more do I need to do, man? Here's mail with my address and name. Like, they still wouldn't help me. I was like, y'all are asses. So I quit streaming for years and years and years, just out of disgust. So I just recently picked it up January. So I've had an account for years, but actually just started restreaming here in January in earnest. It's just been going pretty good. So if you ever consider streaming and you want to maybe make some supplemental income someday or make friends, my goal is to make friends, people to play with, people to hang out with me while I'm playing, get in the game with me while I'm playing. You know, that's my goal with it. But it's possible if you stick with it long enough and put in enough hours and have a likable personality or good gameplay or both. You know, you can turn it into a career. But for me right now, it's just a little supplemental income, isn't it? I'd be lucky if it paid one bill, not all of them. So the monetary incentive to continue on is pretty strong with me right now because I just restarted 2 old businesses. Melon Racing, where I tune real cars for a living, race them, build them for customers, customer ship cars and stuff. So that's one business. And I've got another business called Tech Support. I do IT support for companies and individuals. And then I have, of course, streaming, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Kick, X, Facebook, Insta. So maybe between the 3 I'll be able to pay my bills. And hopefully, you know, by the time I am 65, I could retire if I wanted to, and maybe just stream. Keeping a lot of hours in between now and now, but you know, you never know the state of the landscape between now and then. Twitch could do something stupid and ruin their company overnight. So I'm multi-streaming to YouTube and TikTok simultaneously, you may have noticed. It's the old adage, old saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if that basket breaks, Twitch goes away, and you put everything into Twitch, you've got to start all over with nothing. So I think most of the wise YouTubers and Switchers try to do a little, what you might call cross-pollination, and try to get your viewers going to both platforms, ideally. And for me, Twitch is my primary because it's the only one that's monetized. YouTube, I don't make a dime off of that. I make about $1 a day off of Twitch from ads. So a lot of days, hell, I had streamed 6 hours or 8 hours the other day, and I got 60 cents. So Twitch isn't where the money comes from in ads. It's if people use their Twitch Prime
their Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use your one free monthly Twitch Prime subscription. Those help, so people do those sometimes, and that's a couple bucks each. You would need a whole lot of them to start paying bills, but you know, $1 here or there for an ad, a couple bucks here for a subscription. You know, if you do that every day for 30 days in a row, you know, you might pay your internet bill or light bill, or you know, be able to go out to lunch. Or in my case, everything I make, I put it right back into the dedicated server, 30 bomb, and I'm saving up for the server for Battlefield 6 and saving up for a server for this game, Assetto Corsa EVO. I think as a business owner, you have to constantly be reinvesting into yourself. You just blow all the money that you make, you'll never be able to do any advertising or grow. Delfino. Is that James Gandolfini by? Go ahead, James Delfino. And what's his real name? Roberto Delfino. That's a lot of O's. Roberto Delfino with the bowl of SpaghettiOs. Let's get it, Roberto. You must not be running any wing at all. I can't even draft and catch him, hardly. I have my rear wing at 1. He may have his at 0. I could probably try a 0 wing on this. I don't know if I have, actually. Easily at least try it, but I have found that with some cars, maybe you don't need the wing to necessarily hold the rear tires downward, but you also have to consider that the rear wing can keep the air coming over the car nice and straight. And like an airplane, the rudder in the back, having something drag in the middle of the car keeps it nice and stable under braking and turning and stuff too. So having a little positive downward force is probably always going to be beneficial. And as we saw in the straightaway, it wasn't like just running away, especially if we can get close enough to drive. Roberto Delfini. He went real wide on that last corner and was able to maintain speed where I cut in, and it killed a lot of speed coming out of the corner. Let's give it the beans and see if we can catch Roberto Delfino. A little bit wide there. Nope, Roberto's waiting up. This car is 5 seconds ahead. Might be able to catch him. Not a lot. time. So do PMU. I don't know what PMU is, like a group. Somebody typing, I'll check the message in just a minute here. This isn't a serious race, but I just want to kind of gauge how my tune-up's doing compared to everybody else's. You know, am I able to hold up corners as well as them? Or my time wise, we're in third, so I think the tune-up's good. Happy to get first is just driver. Better driving. Rush him and cause a wreck. We're just having fun here. It's not that serious. Might want to follow. Right there. Put the fill. Yeehaw! Second place. May just beat my lap time. No, I'm in first place again. 141. Okay. What do we get here? He missed the corner. Well, we set the hot lap. I'd say the tune's good enough for now. What time is it here? It's 3:21 p.m. 9:15 for you. Oh, so you're like, are you in the UK or something? About 6 hours ahead, yeah. Yeah. Alright, I think we'll find us an event to go mess around in. Maybe a race. But I want to save this tune up. So yeah, you guys watching, if you want to try this car out, try my tune, you know, you can just play back this video later. Take screenshots of this stuff if you want. Now this is a work in progress, so I'm always going to be adjusting it, but this one, as you saw, was, you know, probably competitive for, you know, just a regular lobby. Now if you find like a top tier racers lobby or something, you know, it may not be that good of a tune, but it worked for me, so you're welcome to try it. 141. So yeah, our last lap was our best one. I really was flogging it. 56. Yeah, I was on the same tune for quite a while, so it's just putting together a really clean lap. Same horsepower, same tune. It's just the driver getting it together. Sometimes it takes several races or laps. Any other servers running this car? It's a race. Nobody's in it yet. Well, we don't have to run this car. We can get in something else. Red Bull Ring M2 would be fun. It's full though. Okay, Spa. MX5 Donington Park. That could be fun. They're in a race, but it may be over soon. Room for two. And Philip's here. What's up, Philip? 3 wide, Richard Barrett. Derek. Zurzen. Igor Suarez. Slow operator. Jose Cellular. Daniel Skadarov. Leonidas Arma. Pavel Shelda. Luca Bolton. Ivano Kokis. Nick Hirkit. Race with Philip quite a bit. He's chill. We like Philip. We're a fan. Oh, I think it's about to go to a practice session, so that'd be perfect for us. Starting to warm up in here a little bit. See what's the temperature outside. I might need to just open some windows. So glad this room has windows. .78 outside. Maybe that warm in here. Supposed to be cooling off too. That'd be nice. Can't find my thermometer in here. I dropped it. Used to keep a thermometer in here so I can kind of get an idea if I need to open the windows or not. Not sure how warm it is, but it feels kind of warm here. Did this session booger up? It should have went to practice and it didn't. Yeah, I think it screwed up. Assetto Corsa EVO in VR with the Pimax Crystal Light. For those of you that are just joining the stream, welcome. Glad to have you. We're gonna get some racing in there. Trying to find a good server. I'm looking for an actual race, not time attack. It's a race in progress, race in progress. This one's qualifying, but it's a F1 car. GT3 race in progress. Drift? I don't know what that is. What are they doing? Well, that's all-wheel drive. I wouldn't think... Isn't it all-wheel drive? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's rear-wheel drive. Maybe it is rear-wheel drive. It looks a lot like the old... shit, the name of the car escapes me right now. They have the 5 cylinders. Oh, the Audi. Audi Quattros looks kind of like that, and they were all drive, but that's a different car. Yeah, they need to add the Audi Quattro in here. That'd be awesome. Oh, there's an M2 race, but it's in progress. We'll join it and see if the race is about to restart or not. Sometimes you can get right in there. And these races are kind of cool because everybody's in the exact same car. So they can't go, oh, you got the meta car, you know. Man, that's all you ever hear in server closed. That may be restarting to the next race. I think this is it here. It probably just restarted. It's a race in progress on one car. That doesn't make sense. Well, let's just see what else is available. I'll just kind of hop in whatever car a lot of people are playing with, I think.
And that's a race in progress with the MX-5. So back to the MX-5. They really got to change this so that you can just join the server, not have to pick the car before the server every single time. Because by the time I get all these settings right, 15 clicks later, now I hit join, this thing a lot of times will be full. Let you in the server, then pick the car for the race, you know what I mean? And let you be able to change cars without having... the way it is right now, you got to leave the server to change cars. That's crazy. What if my tractor trailer has 2 cars in it, man? Am I gonna leave to go get the other? So I'm gonna turn this fan up. Sorry if you get some wind buffering noise. Buffeting. Gets warm with the VR, that makes the video card just run like nuts. And of course, you know, gaming, the CPU and GPU is going crazy, so power supply is cranking out a bunch of heat. It's warm in here sometimes. You know, with that VR helmet on, it's like having a toboggan on somewhere. Make your head a little hot. Can cause fatigue, exhaustion, even headaches, eye strain. But I'm really trying to get these VR settings dialed so I can stream for hours and not have problems, and it seems to be working out pretty good. We'll upload a video tutorial today probably on the settings I'm using today that are working better than yesterday. And those were good, but this is even better. Clean my eyeballs for the 4,000th time. Anybody wants to donate a set of eyeballs, yeah, just hit me up. I think when I got about 40 years old, I was reading a pill bottle and I was like doing this to focus on the tiny letters, and eventually you run out of arm. You're like, oh, I can't. And now it's so far away, it's, you know, microscopic. So that's why we got these reader glasses. I don't wear them all the time or while driving. Real life. Part of growing up. So you can play with the roll bar. Ride height. That's about it. We don't have a tune for this track, so we've never raced this car on this track, so it might be a little rough on the first laps while we dial a tune in, figure out the car and how it works on this one. So let's start with tires. These are street tires more than likely. That's got a roll cage. These would be race tires, so I think we can go pretty low on that. I haven't noticed any serious sidewall door deformation with low pressure. We can go a little low and be okay. No traction control options on this car, despite that. Let's make that front super soft. That's really low.
Now we got a bass tune anyway. You guys that are watching the VOD later, after this stream is over, I'll upload this VOD to YouTube, so you can always back it up and look at my settings and stuff. So just keep in mind that it's probably be smart to check back every once in a while. If you set up a copy a tune, basically like I've got it, and it works good for you, I would check back at a later date, and even the next day sometimes, because I'm constantly adjusting a tune in these cars until I kind of get in my brain. Like for the Mazda, I always kind of start with this tune, and then I'll make it kind of track specific after that. So it'll be a evolving thing, and then a new patch for the game will come out. They'll change the physics, so we'll have to retune everything from scratch. So just keep checking back if you want to make sure you got the latest and greatest. So they're on the last lap. So it might be a few minutes before we can get on the track here. Okay. I think while we'll wait, keep the music going, and I'll warm up some lunch, because we've got like 4 minutes before we even get to the practice session. There's practice for 5, qualifying for 10, and then a race for 5 laps. And the laps are probably almost 3 minutes a lap times 5, so almost 10 to 15 minutes for the action race. So let me get something warmed up, and I'll be right back.
racing biscuit. There. Frame rate really drops whenever the VR headset sleeps. Not really going to be that low.
Dedicate ourselves to your service and your command. Thus, with this baptism of wind, you will drown the footsteps of the cursed. To know the innocence, those who move beyond the road of the into places of Hades.
A little spill, man. That much. I don't think they make a desk big enough for me. So much stuff. It's not cluttered, it's just everything's big space. A couple bites and I'll be ready to race. They're still in the last lap, so Propel, Gatorade, Kiwi strawberry. It's mostly just electrolytes without all the sugar. Which honestly, a guy could probably just get bottled water or tap water and electrolyte pills and save some money if you really wanted to. We'll mix it in with some Gatorade Zero, just sugar-free and has electrolytes, but it's a different flavor. So kiwi strawberry and the blueberry should be pretty good. We'll have to have. Not very often you mix two sweet things together and it tastes bad. That should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, it tastes like water trash. I'm just kidding, it's good.
2:47 lap time won the race. Well, no, that was practice. Unfortunately, I can't see the results anymore. I need to keep that up longer, or let people go back and see it. But they need like a history tab, timetable history. Some stats and stuff would be good. I need to make sure it got my tune after the session restarted. That looks like it did. Yeah. Where's the steering wheel? Uh-oh. Bugged. That's set correct. No one's working. Weird. It was working a minute ago. Rejoin. That should fix it. If it doesn't, we can restart the game. That'll definitely fix it. Couple of bugs, you know, here and there. Every game's got that. Hell, even AAA polished games like Forza that's been out for years have problems. Still no steering wheel? Really? Okay. Need to restart the game. It only takes a few seconds, no big deal. Being a Windows-based game is nice. I can just hit Alt F4 and just end the task on it, and it's already saved all it needs to save. So then I just pull up my Pimax client, go in Games, EVO, and click Start. And I bought the fastest hard drive you can possibly buy for a computer. So I mean, the load time's like crazy fast. Just instant. Takes longer to get through the menus to the server list than it does to load the game. Okay. Now that one's full, of course. Now, Panorama. That would be fun. I haven't done the Exige on Panorama. I'm not sure I've even driven this car. That's a hot lap, so it's not a race, it's just kind of seeing who can put down the fast lap. Like a leaderboard. This is cool too, but you know, you can go to a race and see who's putting down the fast lap. But I don't see a whole lot of point in it, but it's what's available right now, so we'll do it. Water tire pressure, that looks like a stock car tire pressure, so this is probably not a race car but more of a street rig. Why in the world would it need more camber in the rear than the front?
At least it has traction control options. Alright. Let's see. We might play with the camber and see if it could use some more up front. Looks like I can go to 3. Seems odd. These tires are going to be on the same stretch of road, and usually the front camber is much higher than the rear. But this is a rear engine car, so maybe it's got some kind of odd balance thing it's compensating for. It's also convertible, I think, or T-type. I'm not sure. Alright. Mr. Glue Sniffer. Glue Sniffer, come up front and get your trophy. Okay, I'm ready. So 2:17 still fans is the best lap, so we'll still see if we can beat that, or at least get somewhere near it. Oh, we still don't have a damn steering wheel. What the heck? Maybe if we... It's definitely set right, so... Maybe if we get in another car and then go back into this one. Oh, that's good.
super shiny. Alright, now we're looking good. Like a watermelon. Look at it. Now, let's just do a quick race in single player and see if we have a wheel or not. No wheel. Okay, so it's not got anything to do with multiplayer. I bet another car is fine, so let's change cars. I already had this car. Oh, yeah. Okay, give us a steering wheel game. I really don't want it to blow away my config just to fix the steering wheel problem, but okay. So it's not car specific, it's game. Let's do this. Do the old Microsoft trick. We used to have to do this on Windows PCs. Set it to something wrong, restart it, then set it to something right. Actually save it to that setting so it writes it. Get a game config. And we'll at some point it should save that setting to not have the wheel and write it to the hard drive to a file. Config files, and then restart the game. Hopefully, restarting the whole computer shouldn't help at all, so I don't see any point in restarting the computer and then ending the stream just to fix the steering wheel. Restarting the game should do it. But if it doesn't, then dig deeper. Yeah, I see it in that view. It's definitely capable of rendering it. It's my jam. Let's crank it up. No wheel, which we expected because we did leave it set that way. Now if we turn it back on. Not doing it. That sucks. I got so many settings I've configured. What else could we try that would without blowing away the config? Yeah.
off. Maybe there's something in the config. Let's see. Documents. ACE. Audio, camera settings, car cameras, car mirrors, dash settings, input devices, keyboard. Video settings. So probably camera settings or car cameras, car mirrors, dash settings. Could probably delete all of the. Let me delete audio. Anything camera related and mirror related and dash related. Could be it. I'm just going to delete those and then restart the game, and it should automatically recreate those files. And by doing that, it'll reset those views to default. So I may have to change my field of view or something, but it's better than deleting the whole game and reinstalling. And I'm pretty certain rebooting would have nothing to do with the in-game view bug. It's not a Windows problem. Yeah, there's a steering wheel in there, right? Hey, we got a steering wheel, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And I've got a video tutorial on my YouTube. So if the game won't start or something in the video settings or display is just you can't get it fixed, just follow my video tutorial. It'll show you the path to a folder called ACE, which is Assetto Corsa EVO, of course. And in your documents folder, in that ACE folder has some individual files, one for your keyboard input saves and your wheel saves, and you know, all just different configuration. And they were nice enough to split it into different files, so you could delete the display settings and not screw up all your binds on your keyboard that you've spent a week dialing in. Or if it's really borked, just delete the whole ACE folder and restart the game. It'll reset all the configs to default. But anyway, I got a video tutorial that explains all that. And I have a video tutorial how to set up for the best frame rate in VR. You can see I get 80-90 frames, which is pretty incredible for VR. Okay. Now that we have a steering wheel, we probably have some other view issues that are going to be off, but we can fix that pretty easy on the fly. It's F1 Spa. I mean, practice or what? They're in a race. Let's find a session that's qualifying or practicing so we can get in. Practice GT3. Could do some GT3 action. I haven't driven this car much. They won't let me paint the bodies. I painted the wheels and like what? Yeah, by the time you select your car, these races are full, so good problem to have in a way. That means the game's popular, so I don't complain. But we really need to be able to join a server quickly while there's room. Let's see how much time is left in this race. That would be a fun race. Looks like Winter Mint stick gum commercial or something. The color very light. It's very minty. It's only 5 laps, but these laps are about 2 minutes 45 seconds probably. So they're on lap 3 of 5. Some laps, and it'll be a little while before they're done. Another one. Porsche cut, practice, race, Red Bull. Clicks later and we're in. Hello, welcome to stream. Playing some Assetto Corsa EVO early access, and I've got it set up in VR. So you're seeing what my VR headset is seeing. So when I turn my head, you're gonna go with me. We've been adjusting the settings, get the best frame rate for VR. 60 to 90 is kind of the range we're living in, which is pretty good for VR. Usually get about half of what a regular game would get. A regular panel. Because I got to run the game once here at one angle and here at a different angle to get that 3D look. Hard on a GPU. Okay, I think we are ready. Okay. Look at this tune, I don't even Woo! Holy shit, that's a lot of camera in the front. 4.5, holy fuck. Snake on up here.
Okay, so in practice, the fast lap was a 134 so far. Looks like we're going to qualifying for 10, and then we'll have a race for 15. So, get you a sandwich, get you a drink, get you a good woman. Do all the things to improve your life. Let's have some fun. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. I need some more ABS. ABS. Okay, ABS has gone from 2 to 3, but that was also cold tires, so felt a little more control. Gonna come off the road and all the way to the fucking left apex without looking. It's brilliant. So, in my opinion, that if you go off, my opinion, if you go off the road, the onus is on you to merge into traffic, not everybody else to fucking try to figure out what the hell you're doing. Your weird ass angle straight across the track at full speed. I digress. That is pure vibe stream. Normal programming. I think we got a lap time recorded yet. Not that it would be any good. I'm going to turn off my frame rate overlay that's in my VR view. You can't see this one. It's just showing the same number that you guys see, but it's big. Excuse me, more look around. That number is moving around. Well, it's kind of ruins the immersion, but I just wanted to make sure I had the good frame rate before I turned it off. That's done. Now we can track that wipe and kill the Vickless off. Chill vibes, clean racing. Let's make some new friends today. And a friend of mine, Ravine, in a donation earlier. Another large donation to help support our dedicated Dirty Bomb server. So that was real nice of him. I believe that's his second donation, in fact. So big shout out to Ravine for help keeping that Dirty Bomb server alive. The fact of the matter is, the hosting company is not making a lot of money off Dirty Bomb hosting anymore, so they would rather just host something else on their servers and not deal with it. I try not to bother them when I have problems, fix things myself for that reason. And sure enough, I had some problems a while back and they had to get involved and they did not like it. So they said that they were going to no longer host Dirty Bomb servers. They're just going to, if this server dies, that's it. So it's very important we don't miss a payment. And me between jobs, I'm telling you, those little server hosting fees and restreaming fees and Streamlab fees and just eat you alive. All that to say, thank you, Pops, for helping me out. Time to me. So the Dirty Bomb server will live another month. We're going to have a dedicated server for Assetto Corsa EVO as well. What are we doing? We're 7th place. We're going to get one for Battlefield 6, so looks like we've got a Discord server. Link in the bio. So we'll have the Discord will be kind of our hub for all games that we're into. And we're just going to make a lot of friends in each of the games that we play while we're streaming. Invite them to come hang out with us in Discord. That way, our little dedicated server and our Discord will be just full of people we know, people we like. And the ones that are toxic and just out to ruin the fun. Mean people won't. Toxic people won't hang on. They'll be run off. In the nicest way possible, of course. A big boot to the butt. So that's going to be a lot of fun, building the community up, getting a dedicated server for each of the games. And I chose this game to be one of our featured games in my community because it has VR support, really good graphics. It's brand new, it's in early access, so we're going to see a lot of updates. And so far, you buy the game, you get the cars and the tracks. I've not seen anything hidden behind a skill or paywall. I'm sure they'll have DLC eventually, but unlike Le Mans Ultimate, Le Mans Ultimate has DLC and they aren't even finished with the game's still early access. And they're already charging people for the cars and tracks. I'm not going down that iRacing road again. I think it's going to be a lot better with this game, so for those reasons, that's why I've chosen this game. I think the cost of entry is pretty cheap, and you get access to pretty much everything. Right now, it's in early access, so I think it's like $30 or $40 US. And this is cheap as it's ever going to be, so if you're on the fence about trying out the game or joining our community, for $30 or $40 you can give the game a shot, see what you think. And it's on Steam, it's PC right now, but they're going to do console later. I think for the 1.0 release they're going to have a console. ninth place, so we're a little slow, fellas. We're not carrying enough speed somewhere. Pushing a little bit. Sniffer. Blue sniffer. Kind of pushing. We qualified 13th? Jesus. Did we qualify at all? 13th last place, isn't it? No, last place is 21, so some really fast cars here. That's drivers, I think. They're all in the same car. Woo! That's got a push problem. I can't change the tune while we're in a session. I'll go back to the pits. Won't be able to change it either until we... I wonder if that's just way too much amber. Not much we can do to help it. It is what it is. So maybe it just had too much anti-roll in the front. Try it a little firmer in the front. The rear soft. There's no spring settings though. That's weird. Yeah, they're turning 132. Holy moly. I'm doing 137, so I'm one of the slowest that's even qualified. All these haven't even qualified. Why am I so slow? It's got to be the front end. It's not gripping good. I thought it was pushing, so it must be. $23, $40, $29, $23, $42, $30. So that midsection was really slow. 42. They're doing 40. 30, they're doing 29. 23, I'm doing 23. So it's the midsection, and the speed that I lose to the midsection is not getting carried over to the third section. Okay. We'll just have to look and see. There's something in the line that we're doing that's a little goofy, but I have a feeling that anti-roll being so soft, the anti-roll bar in the front is too soft. It's not keeping the tire against the ground properly and cornering, and that can make it brake bad, and then it slides, and then your front tires are sliding, you're not able to turn. this lobby's bugged, because usually whenever that timer goes all the way down after qualifying, it should go straight to race, so that's why this lobby's bugged. That should transition right away. Best course of action there is just to refresh the list. I don't know, server. No, let's put it back on. Undo them if I can't. And there's a bug there. They see me coming now. Goofy ass, goofy menu. Might set us apart a little bit on the track. All right. Ah, that's full, of course. Of course. Green's like time attack, MX5, that'd be fun. Scoot around in that little sucker. And now it's full. Damn it, game. Quit making me select my car before I get in. I'm telling you how many times that's happened to me. I go to get in the server and it's full by the time I select the car. Just let me in. Select the car later. Like every other game in existence. So stupid. Look, Brands Hatch MX5. I don't know what Indy race. I guess it's a weird layout or something. Qualifying, we'll look at it. Brands Hatch only has 9 turns, so an Indy version of that, what would that be? I have no idea what that means.
there. I don't know anybody in this lobby. So shit, I've got to get I didn't get to tune it. Shit. It's going straight to the race. Might have a few seconds to adjust a few things. See if we can get an adjustment in here real quick, so it's not just the same vanilla car as everybody else. Come on, get the damn menu out of the way. Come on, get the shit out of the way. For some reason they're insistent on having that stupid animation right in the damn way when you can't get to the buttons. I do not need to see that animation every time. One time was cool. 100 times, like, nah, bro. Chill with that. Well, we missed the beginning, but there's a bunch of people wrecking, so it'll be aight. We'll catch a few anyway, probably. Maybe. Let's not get cocky, huh? Okay. Let me in the car. Get out of the menu. Gotta play this animation. We just got to. Gotta play it again. It's not saving anything, so it should be just an instant click. Alright. Fresh to death. Look at that green machine. Just camera center properly. Alright, starting off in 14th place. Easily a lap behind the leader. Those are the leaders right in front of me. They're a lap ahead. We've had zero practice, but we'll try to do our thing. This car has no traction control, so... Oh, this is a weird layout. Usually go up there. This is a shorter layout than the short track. Wow. I thought they needed to make this shorter. That's crazy. Like a Super Bowl now. It's only 10 laps. This won't last long at all. Keep looking for that corner, it's not there anymore. Fun car to drive. Whoa! Why did it jump? Though? Is there a ramp there? Stop sliding! I wasn't going 150 miles an hour, for fuck's sake.
track layout, I keep trying to take the wrong turn. Push. Nice driving. Into this big white car. Reckon me and everybody else and yourself, huh? Eleventh place. Obviously not gonna win this race, but we'll kind of as a tuning session. So far, it feels really good. I need to get beside some really fast drivers and see how the tune is compared to theirs. You know, keep up with them or not, you know. No little traction control, fellas. Gotta go easy. You just floor it everywhere. Oh, wrong turn. Up to 9th position. It's gonna be super smooth here, and really roller skate. Stay off the gas. Makes you jump there. It's kind of weird. Let me cut the corner. Not that way. Now we got hot tires. Jump this curve. Keep setting up for that left-hander that's not there anymore. Such a weird track. Right there, it's not working. His bumper's all mashed up. I'd say he's been ramming the shit out of a lot of people. Yeah, get through, I guess. Doesn't stop when he wrecks shit, just keeps going. Another shit driver. Alright, dude. knocking somebody off the road on purpose on a straightaway in the last lap, in the last corner is pretty damn dirty shit, driver. Yeah, man. Park there, sir. What in reverse, Terry? Well, we got the car set up pretty good for the next time. Alright. How do we do anyway? Um, 56 was our best lap. Second to the last one. He's doing a 52. Yeah, he's fast. Wrecked on that one, but very nice. Twin 6. Let's find another race. Another song. People on the Dirty Bomb server. 6 of them so far. Yeah. I'm gonna save that on the tag and next 5. Well, we're already in the car. Different track. Do that. Scattered clouds, no rain. Okay. Awesome. Might have to check this. Standard. Not much you can do. Which is fine. It makes it kind of a driver's race instead of a tuner's race. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm going to set a Corsa EVO in VR with a Pimax crystal light. And spend a lot of time trying to get the settings perfect for best immersion for me and for the viewers. So it feels like we're in the track, on the track. gear change was enough to break it loose. That's crazy. Pretty good warm-up lap so far. Push the car a little harder each lap and kind of figure out what it likes and what it doesn't. Not much you can do when that slide starts. My advice would be to avoid it in the first place. That was smooth as hell with the steering input, so it's just too much speed, I guess. Too much throttle, and you spun out too. Like, it can take these corners really sharp. But if you give it gas while you're doing that, a lot, that's when it seems to be having trouble. You really got to roll into the throttle easy. Whack the throttle mid-corner. Be a bad day. Just very light throttle through there. It's just hard to regain traction once you lose it. Little bitty skinny tires. New tire model. Might not be perfect yet. Barely give it the gas too soon, and I didn't even give it much. Doesn't take much. Very delicate. It's like you got traction and then you don't, and you're sliding and then you have no traction. So there's not much you can do about it once it begins. So really got to keep it from happening in the first place. But even then, sometimes I'm not the greatest driver, but pretty careful. Struggling. Really just kind of holding the throttle steady through there on these treacherous corners. Or like this, it might be that the more consistent driver is going to win, not necessarily the fastest one. Push it a little bit this lap. Notice how many cars have been on the side of the road? Just dozens of them. They're everywhere. Everybody's wrecking. I don't think the tire model's all that great yet. The never-ending slide is a real problem. That's why you see nobody trying to drift. You can't. As you start sliding, you're done. I mean, there's a couple of experts that'll pull it off, but if the average person is trying out this game, they're not gonna like that. It's okay to lose grip and it's okay to slide and stuff, but you got to be able to regain it. If you can't regain it, then you can't build confidence in the car. You just feel like, well, every once in a while it's just going to fuck me over. And that's what we got right now. It's just every once in a while you just get fucked over. And on a couple of these cars with no traction control, this one, the Caterham, but even the BMW M4 GT3, it has traction control and a huge wing. You can turn it all the way up on the traction control and turn the wing all the way up. And it's got grip for days going around a corner like this. You let off the gas, no problem, right? But if you give it gas around 75 miles an hour where that big wing is not doing much, that traction control isn't good enough, and just slight upset to the little, just a hair too many G's on that rear tire, that starts sliding. And that's fine. I got no problem with a slide beginning under a high G situation. Fine, but it's got to be controllable after that. I mean, we're race drivers. If a race driver can't control it, what's going to happen when I'm down, you know, some kid tries to play the game, or their dad wants to check it out? It's gotta be fun first. See, it can hold the G's, but if you accelerate during that, notice during this session I'm not getting past a lot, so it's not too slow. Mid-pack, I guess. Iron's fast. Yeah, this is the #1 qualifier right here. So let's see why he's so fast. Well, how the hell did he go through there that fast? I just had to go a little faster than the one spun out. He went to their full speed like nothing. That was interesting. Right behind him doing the same thing. I spin out and he goes through twice the speed and still doesn't spin out. Turbo made that. Maybe that's the key with this car. You gotta go faster so that the rear wing does more. It is a thing, but I highly doubt that's what's going on there. Try to go any faster though. Just like nope. Start spinning, get sideways in a blink. I don't know how dude went through there without losing grip at double my speed. Like I can't go a mile an hour faster. How the fuck do you go through 20 mile an hour faster? Dude didn't even lift. You just never know, man. Sometimes there's some bullshittery afoot. Some kind of weird physics bug somebody's figured out in the config files. shift in the corner and gas it. That's definitely a recipe for disaster.
Hey, what's up, Thor? Thor, it's 5 p.m. What are you doing? You're a madman. You're an absolute madman. You sleep all day? Break your fingers. Okay. I don't think this session ever turns into a race. Be pretty good, man. Been snapping at the developers of this game a little bit. But I know the racers so much, so we're good. Sam SMP. Jeez. Slept for an hour and a half. Let's find another server. Teabag Funhouse is full. Yeah, 14 of 16. I think I'm gonna take a break and cook some burgers, eat, and then I'll come back. Probably play some Dirty Bomb. That's what I'm thinking. I'd leave the stream running, but I think we'll just stop it here. Excuse me, and then come back in a little while. Hey, look at my hair, man. Oh, wow, mad scientist. Chroma keys out of whack again. Huh. How about we just wear a black shirt today? How's that? You had to force yourself to wake up. Alright, bro. Sometimes it bees that way. Yeah, the lighting in here is kind of weird today. Alright, I'll be back in a little while. It's burger time. I'm gonna grill outside. Touch grass.